Hello, welcome to my boxing coach. My name is Fran Sands. Lots of people contact me telling me how they lack endurance during training or during sparring. You know, they get really tired and they say to me, you know, I do this and I do 10 minutes or 20 minutes of shadow boxing, 10 minutes of skipping and 10 rounds on the heavy bag, and they spiel through all of the stuff they do, but it's a consistent message, and I tend to have a consistent reply, and I want to talk you through what that reply is, how to develop a level of endurance, and it's in very simple terms in your boxing. So if you, in order to get a boxer ready for, say, 3 2-minute rounds or 3 3-minute round contest, life's fairly simple. I'm not going to go into the deep complexity of microcycles, macrocycles, and mesocycles, and various other, you know, prolonged, sort of protracted training regimes. I want to keep things really, really simple. So if I'm getting someone ready for, say, a 3 2-minute boxing match, you know, over a period of, let's say, 4 weeks, they're going to have a base level of fitness anyway, because they're a boxer. So here's a basic session. You know, we warm up, 10-minute warm up. We will do shadow boxing, say 4 2-minute rounds of shadow boxing. We will then either do heavy bag work, spar, focus mitts or pad work, various punching activities. Again, 4 2-minute rounds, 5 2-minute rounds maybe. And we'll do strength and conditioning work, so circuits, you know, kettlebells, some weights, all that kind of stuff. Not, you know, stuff that would not surprise you, you know. And we'll do that 3 times a week. That's what we're talking about, 3 sessions of maybe 90 minutes per week, maximum. And that's the kind of gym work, you know, put aside all the technical development stuff. This is about the kind of activities that drive endurance, as opposed to me talking about doing all of the technical development stuff of drills and technical sparring and all that kind of stuff. So that's a really good sort of session. There's one key thing missing. All of that talk to you, I'll get you to a reasonable level of fitness. The key thing missing is running. Now, when these boxers are not in the gym on 3 nights a week, I expect them to be running. I expect them to go out and do at least 2 running sessions a week, ideally 3. Think about it. All over history, you know, some of the most famous scenes from boxing, Muhammad Ali running through the streets of Kinshasa with kids behind him. He's wearing his army boots, out on the road running. When Mike Tyson first burst on the scene, with all of the talk, the fact that the guy used to get up at 4 in the morning and again go and do a 5-mile, 6-mile run. I mean, God, Rocky running up the steps, you know, the most iconic movie moment of boxing history involves a boxer running. This is no mystery, you know. It's gone on for time immemorial. Now, it adds so much. I can tell a boxer who hasn't been running, and it goes something like this. Let's assume it's a 3-minute round and they've not done their running properly. What will happen is round number 1, they'll be super competitive for the first 2 minutes. And then for the final minutes or for the final third of the round, their work rate will drop, okay? Lack of endurance. In the next round, their period of effectiveness will reduce even further. So it could be down as low as a minute or less. Because during that 1 minute in between rounds, they've not had enough recovery, has not taken place, okay? By the time you get to the 3rd round, you know, the boxer may be effective for the first 15 seconds of the round. After that, they're dead in the water, excuse me. So what you need to think about doing, you do your gym session, you do, Whether you're a competitive boxer or not, this'll add a huge amount to your fitness regime. So let's take the situation where we do our 3 sessions. Now there are 3 types of running that I would expect a boxer to do. Steady state runs, so 3 to 5 miles top. You know, do 1 of them a week. Then you've got something called Fartlek running, F-A-R-T-L-E-K. Go and have a look at it online. There's tons of information about it online. And that's basically doing a running for say 30 minutes, but varying the pace throughout that 30 minutes in a really controlled way. So you almost emulate it. It's like a broken pace, steady state run, and it's almost like felt running. It's almost like running cross country, if you like. The same type of drive in your the way you approach it, because it's constantly varying. And then there's the sprint work, so you could go out on a field and do a warm-up and then 15-second full-on sprint, 15-second rest, 30-second sprint, 30-second rest, 45-second sprint, 45-second rest, and then 60-second sprint, 60-second rest. And then work back down to 45, to 30, to 15. Really intense sprinting. You do that 2 or 3 times a week. Alongside your actual training, you are going to see a huge improvement even within the first 2 weeks. You know, it's running that puts all of that in a boxer's tank. So the next time your legs are dying, the next time you feel like you've got dumbbells strapped to each foot, the next time your arms are exhausted, either in a spar or on the heavy bag, remember that if you'd have done an extra few runs in the week before that, you would be unlikely to be in that position. I'll stop there. Sign up to the Beginner Boxer Toolkit. I mentioned earlier about microcycles and macrocycles. I've put information in the Beginner Boxer Toolkit book on that stuff. It expands more on that stuff. Well worth checking out. Okay, so my name is Franz Hans. This is myboxingcoach.com. Thank you.